Hello my loves, welcome back to the channel. Hey, so y'all see the title, y'all see the thumbnail, like look at those colors. We know why you're here. Okay, let's get right on into this look, period. So we're starting this look off with a little bit of powder on the brows, and I'm just gonna fill in my brows how I have been. This is like my new technique I've been trying and I've been loving it. I'm gonna do a little updated brow routine here soon. I did one not too long ago, so I'm gonna wait a couple more weeks and then do an updated one. But basically I'm just using my Anastasia brow. I think this is the Wiz, maybe one of those pencils from Anastasia, and I'm just filling in the outer portion of my brow, not too dark, not too heavy. Then I'm doing brow like strokes in the outermost portion of my brow, and I'm making sure that I use my spoolie to my advantage. I'm brushing those brow hairs up. I'm making it look like as natural as I can as a drawn on brow can look, basically. But I've been liking this method because it is perfect for when I do my new contour method as well. It goes perfectly into my brow, which I like that look lately. I am using my Everything Glue by BeatsByDeb Cosmetics, and I am adding this into my brows. I like the look that it gives. People are like, oh my god, eyelash glue in your brows. Yes ma'am, because them brow hairs be laid. They don't sweat. My brows don't get all oily and gross. So yeah, I love that look that it gives, especially if you have sparse brows, or even if you have thicker brows and you want to lay your brow hairs down in a specific shape that they don't grow in. That's like the perfect thing to use. I am using my Morphe 224 brush as usual, and I'm just carving out my brows. I've been doing a lighter, concealer shade. Today I'm using eyeshadow base because I need this colors to be popping. But yes, I used my Glam Light eyeshadow base, and I'm just pressing that in with my Morphe 173, I believe, brush. And just buffing that out, and then I'm gonna start with my eyeshadow. I am using my new palette from BeatsByDeb Cosmetics. It's coming soon. I have 2 coming. I talked about this I think in my last video, but yes, you'll see it a little bit more in action like every video until I really release it. But yeah, I'm super excited for these. One, I'll give you a little heads up. One is a neutral palette, one is a colorful palette. So I'm actually used a combination of both for this look. I'm basically trying to create this specific shape. I'm gonna put it on the screen right now of the look that I got inspired by from Judas Tape on Instagram. And I'm super excited for this look. I didn't do it to the T of how they did it, but I did love the orange, sunset type of colors with the brown towards the top of the brow, and then cut the crease with the neons and then the black liner. I loved that. So I was like, I want to do that. I didn't add the blue part that was on the picture because I was just like, look, let's do it the most. But one day I'll probably try to do something like that, but not today, honey. Okay, so I'm gonna do what I know I can do. But yeah, it wasn't a challenge, but it was fun. It came out beautifully. You see that I took the deepest shade just now, and I added a little bit more of that brown from the neutral palette that's coming, and I just added a little bit of that just to deepen up. When I cut this crease, it's just gonna come into play perfectly how I wanted it to. So I'm glad I added that deeper brown there. That's totally up to you. I just like that deep look. You get what I'm saying? A little dimension with the cut crease. So I tried to do a specific shape as well that they do in the on the picture, and I'm like, ooh, that cut crease, baby. That boy was a little different. So I'm like, okay, I needed to be sharp. So I did use the Vaseline method. As you seen, I grabbed some Vaseline off my the back of my hand and just pressed that in, creating that shape, and then got rid of it with a little towel. I wish I had a makeup wipe near me, but I didn't. So this could have been sharper if I had a makeup wipe, but I didn't have one. So yeah, that's the method that I used before I started cutting my crease with my Acid Rain blank canvas base from P. Louise. And yeah, they say this works best on bare skin. That's why I like to use the Vaseline method that they also recommend. If you really need a tutorial on how they do like the perfect cut creases on P. Louise, they have the tutorials up. So, you know, like, go watch that after this video. I'm just letting you know, like, they be low spilling the tea over there. So love to see that. I'm just creating that shape that they had. This will all get sharpened up at the end. I sharpened it up a little bit just so I can like have this perfectly laid down beforehand as well. But my dad just walks past. I'm dead. But yeah. And then I did do the little like what is this little shape in the, you know, the inner corner that they had. So love that for me. I'm adding some black shadow from my palette. The black shadow, as you can see, that boy is black, honey, okay? Like, black. So I just added that and started buffing it out before I started adding my neon pigments. These are from my store. Y'all be selling me out of these. I literally just posted some yesterday. The last few that I had, baby, they gone. I'm so sorry, but we are restocking in the next few weeks because they keep selling me out of stuff. Like, I love y'all so much for all the support y'all give me, seriously. But for anybody who's like, neon pigments, help. Okay, so we're gonna take some time to explain this. So as you can see, I'm pressing the neon pigment down, right, with a flat brush, but then I go back with the color I used before and I press that on top of the last color that I used. So you want to make sure when you're using neon pigments, you can't really like blend it like eyeshadow. I did use a little like blending brush to blend in between the yellow and the green, because the yellow pigment is like, you want that to be very vibrant and blended. It's kind of hard to blend these type of the pigments when they're just loose like this. So you want to take your time, but you need to press the color on first. I do recommend you using something like Acid Rain base, something thick. You want your base to be very pressed in before you add your pigment, or it's just gonna be a mess. Okay, so that's what you want to do when you're using pigment. You cannot like blend it like eyeshadow. Some you can, and you have to take your time with that, but I don't recommend it. I rather just press my pigments in like I normally do. So yeah, like that's just a little bit of advice for anybody who's like, oh, I want to use them. They are a little difficult to use, and I did have to like practice with them before I started just throwing looks out with them. So yeah, I'm just adding my lashes after I blended that black liner back on with the eyeshadow. I blended that back in, made sure, you know, that was back sharp again, which was easy because pigment does like blend away. So it was pretty simple. I added my lash glue on my lash line and on the lashes, and you see they just pop right on. We love that. Okay, and these are from the Lash Vault. Okay, go shop, period. Lashes was popping, baby. I was like, whoo, them boys is fluffy too. We love to see it. Okay, and let's get into this face. So I am doing one of my newer routines here, and I did my top of my brow like so late for this. I was like, oh, let me do this. So I used my foundation and I just sharpened those up. I didn't really want the brows to be the center of attention, I guess, with this look, but I was like, nah, they still gotta be sharp, baby. I'm not gonna forget to do that top part. Okay, period. So I did use a combination of the Fenty skin tint with my NARS. Oh my gosh, such a good combination for a very good coverage, but not too heavy of a coverage, because these are like more medium I'd say coverage of foundations. I also use my mattifying primer from Fenty as well, and I do like the brighter under eye thing I've been doing lately. It's not too bright, but definitely brighter than I used to do. This is the Juvia's Place concealer. The first one I used was shade 18 for the bright under eye, and then I mixed in a little bit of shade 13 just because like I ain't doing that bright. Okay, look, hold on, I'm not used to it. That look, I'm trying to do the trends, y'all, but like that bright under eye, I'll be like, woo-wee, baby, I can see that. Like, okay, you can see me a mile away, baby. So look, I'm trying to do the little trends or whatever, but I still like my face to look a little, you know, let's tone down, even though you can't really call this look toned down, but you get what I'm saying. So yeah, I wanted the eyes to really be the center of attention for this, and they was, trust. Okay, and if nobody has said it so far, what lace? So let's talk about it. Period. I used my Juvia's Place shade stick. This is in the shade Zambia. First of all, the fact that they're discontinuing these, does anyone want to get a petition started, or is that just me? Because no, like, I use these for everything. What? I use it for all my clients. When I like actually take a client, I be using those for like contour and everything. Like, no, don't do it. I'm also using my Juvia's Place Zulu palette for, I'm using that brown shade as my like contour powder, and the powders that I used was the Laura Mercier, the translucent under your eye, and then I used my Sacha Buttercup on the rest of my face. And yeah, we just gonna finish this face up, honey. Okay. Ooh, I wanted to add a little note, baby. I did use yellow blush. If you haven't used yellow blush yet, do that, okay? I dipped into the orange and the yellow in the Juvia's Place Zulu palette, baby. That combination, okay? You see how pretty it looks on the skin. Like, I love it. It almost looks like bronzer. Well, that's it, guys. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you loved it. And I will see you all in my next video. I really love this look. I'm obsessed, okay? Let me know your thoughts down below. Bye.